It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy. Coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, go, go. Dig, dig, dig. Go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
All right, we're going to get started real quickly here. We're joined by tonight's third place finisher of the Ford 200, Kevin Harvick. Kevin, why don't you tell us a little bit about your run tonight?
We had a good night. The truck was not quite as good the last run as what it had been the previous couple runs before that, and we got a little bit off, and then everybody pitted for whatever reason, and I felt like we had a good enough truck to challenge for it, and we got in a good little battle there and wound up third. So it was a good night for us.
All right, we're going to open up to any questions. Any questions for Kevin? Gluck.
Joe Menzer, NASCAR.com. Kevin, could you just talk about the battle that Hornaday and Benson had and how that ended up?
Yeah, I felt like obviously it was great to watch all year and the back and forth, and felt like we had it in hand there, and then they pitted and lost. So it's just the way it goes, and everybody tried hard.
Jeff Gluck from NASCAR Scene. I mean, as a car owner, how much were you aware of what was going on during the race? How much were you aware of what he needed to do in the last few laps? Were you in the loop as far as where he was? And
I was very aware of what they needed to do, and that was beat the 23. And obviously, it's one of those deals where, like I say, I felt like they had it in hand. The way that the pit strategy worked out, it worked out. I feel like they probably would have won the race if they don't pit, but there's a lot of different ways of looking at it, and we lost.
Utter.
Jim Utter, Charlotte Observer. You touched on this. Were you surprised, not just your team, not just Ron's team, but so many people elected to make a pit stop with like less than 10 laps left in the race?
Yeah, I knew there was debris on the racetrack, and we saw Johnny run good there on two tires, and really do what he needed to do to get track position, and then he faded, and like I say, I felt like from my position, watching the trucks and watching the 23 go backwards and watching the 33 hold his position in the front, I felt like they had it under control, and I didn't feel like it was. I knew I wasn't going to pit. So I didn't know where everybody else was in their situation.
Bruce Martin with SI.com. After a whole season where you fight for the championship in this thing, to have it be decided by such a narrow margin, I mean, just talk a little bit about how this series usually has about the best points race that you can find in the three top division.
Well, these things are fun to drive, and obviously they punch such a big hole in the air. That you can pull back up to people. The trucks are, you can kind of manhandle the things and make them do what you want them to do and get away with it. So, they just have a great aero package, and the way that the rules are in these things really promotes good racing.
Any other questions? Do we have any questions upstairs in the press box? All right, any others down here? All right, thanks, Kevin.
Yep, appreciate it.
Hold on 2 seconds. Just a second. All right, we're going to go ahead and continue on here. We are joined by the 2008 Rookie of the Year, Colin Braun. Colin, this is the sixth Roush Rookie of the Year in the series. Why don't you tell us a little bit about tonight and having that honors?
Well, it's obviously a great honor to win that Rookie of the Year, Raybestos Rookie of the Year championship. My guys have done a great job all year, and I feel like they really deserve it. So really happy to win that. Disappointed a little bit with tonight. Thought we had a pretty decent truck in practice and got in the race there and just struggled with it a little bit. You know, I've never been here before, so I'm sure that hurt us with my experience. But, you know, worked on it, got it better there, and decided to come down and take tires at the end. And I think that was the right call for us. We were pretty fast there at the end, I felt like, on the high side there. And that last restart, I don't know what happened. I was trying to change up from second to third gear, hard on the gas, and then everybody decided to stop. So that really ended our night. And, you know, I felt like probably maybe could have pulled off a 10th place finish or something like that. But I don't know what. I just saw the replay, and the 22 truck looked like he tried to stop there. So I'm sure that backed everybody up. But, oh, well, that's the way racing goes.
All right, do we have any questions for Colin? Any questions for Colin? Any questions upstairs? Down here, Dom.
Colin, what's up for next year? Got any clues on that? Is everything decided or not? Or
next year, I think has been announced already. We're doing the full truck series schedule again, Camping Road Truck Series with Conway Freight coming back as our sponsor, and Ford's back behind us with their technical support, and certainly really excited about that. I'm really excited to have an opportunity to go and race against all these guys again next year and have a whole year under my belt of experience.
Go ahead, Claire.
Claire B. Lang, XM. You talked a lot about your being happy for your team, but what does the Rookie of the Year mean to you personally?
Well, you know, I think Jack told me something like at the start of the year, if you don't win it, I'm going to kick your butt. So, you know, obviously really happy to win it, and certainly if you look back at the history of Roush Racing and Roush Fenway Racing, I think Jack's almost won it every time he's tried. So it's really cool to follow in the guys, you know, those guys' footsteps. Carl Edwards, Greg Biffle, those guys have all won it. So certainly excited about that, and you know, just really looking forward to next year and having a new fresh start next year with a brand new fleet of trucks, and I'm excited.
All right, anybody else? All right, thanks, Colin, and congrats.
are we the rookie right there, brother?
That's all right.
Thank you. Hey, Ron. All right, we're joined in the media center by Ron Hornaday Jr., who is the finished second to Johnny Benson in the championship point standings. Ron, why don't you tell us a little bit about your run and your run tonight?
Awesome day for us until that last call. But we've watched many races. Kyle Busch puts on 4 tires and goes around the outside of everybody. So great call. We just didn't know all them guys were going to put 2 on, and it put us pretty far back. So gallant effort from the whole Camping World Chevrolet. Them Toyotas got big rearview mirrors because they did a lot of pretty good blocking. So we'll be all right. We're pretty happy with second. We gave that one away last week, and coming down to here, if we would have played our cards right, you never know what happens in racing. But it all goes back to Homestead and goes back to oil seal at Daytona. It goes back to a flat tire. It goes back to running out of fuel. So not pinpoint one thing. Johnny Benson and them guys, a great year, and we came up 1 position short.
All right, questions back here?